Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. 19. Shot.
Another run here with Johnson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And you'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll mark them down just shy of the 40.
That's good.
They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
17 yards.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
319.
Play action. Here's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
What's that?
Now it's Allen. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. Big play there for the Bills. 37 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Now a handoff running right, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, Allen thrown on the run, but it's off target. Behind his man, and that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Look out!
Allen going to throw for it. And he'll be taken down. Do we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal?
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Allen to throw. Flush to his right. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Buffalo. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. And a special moment as the rookie catches his 1st NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
The tight end, his 1st career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers, and the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down. On the ground, it's Johnson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Let's go. Motion, motion, motion. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Jeffrey Bossa there to bring him down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Go! Cougar 19! Go!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down.
Here we go, set! 70 Timberwolves! Hut!
He'll look to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This one off the right, upright. He missed it. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
319! Go!
The RPO, that one is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd and 5.
Go!
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Buffalo.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
I'll give on the ground, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line. So after 1, the Bills with the early advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll stay on the ground. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish out this drive with a touchdown. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another 1st down. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another shot. And he barrels throws his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On second down, a run with Johnson. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That is catch number 60 for the season.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Buffalo.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Send the man in motion right. Allen working from the pistol. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He's to the 15. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. A pickup of 44 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
To the air is Allen. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's Brown, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Go.
On the zone read, here's Johnson. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5.
Shut up. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Giants. This returnable for Hardman. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Play action now, and here's Allen. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bills 1st down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1, and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that 1st. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force 4th down.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Johnson. On the move, past the 40. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number one.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Giants field goal unit out on the field. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll start with an option play to the right. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense, and he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the first down.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. So far throughout the game, we've seen him make a lot of plays in the run game, but now he shows that he can hold his own in coverage as well. Really nice job there by the linebacker, making an impact in the passing game.
After back-to-back incompletions, They now face third down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was
no chance at all. He'll go down. That is George Karlaftis. He's in there to drop him, and it leads to fourth down. The Giants sending out their punter as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's good for a Bills.
That one good for 29.
A gain of 29.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9. Now Allen. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. First and 10. He'll try the right side this time. And he'll get about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Allen. This one caught at the 4. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to. And Certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Brown 80. Look out.
Here's Allen to throw. Look wide. Gets this one complete. To the pylon. He's pinned. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now Brown. Oh, he takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 71 yards. Touchdown, Giants. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. Whoa! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll send a tight end in motion. A give here to Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the third has come to an end. Third down and 9. Design run here for Allen.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they...
That's going to be blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
It leads to second.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Back to the air again on second and 10. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now from the gun. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in, and he's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Giants. his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Giants 15.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Round 80.
On 1st down, it's Allen. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
319.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Throw once more. Here's Allen. This one down the field, but to the windup, incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
26-yard line.
On the set. Ready.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
By Landon Jackson. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
It's 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. This is taken in by Dobbs. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
Giants, first down.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter.
42-yard line.
We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick.
Let's go now.
It's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll drop to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. Viking 18.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So a road win here for the Bills. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.